Welcome back to Tangled Up in Books. So today's video is going to be my April, May, and June TBR. So if you guys watched my last TBR, you will know that I'm grouping my TBRs now. Yeah, let's just hop right into the video. So the first book I'm going to be reading it's called What the Valley Knows by Heather Christie. This book is published by Black Rose Writing. Yes, I reached out to them on Twitter and I asked them if I could receive a book for review, and they were really happy to do that. And they sent me What the Valley Knows by Heather Christie. I'll put a picture here since they sent me since it's an ebook. So what I know about this is a YA contemporary with a bit of a mystery element. What I do know is that it's following this girl and she's dating like this guy, and then something happens where she gets I believe she gets in an accident and she gets in a coma, and then when she wakes up from the coma, she there's things she needs to figure out, things that she doesn't know. So it has a bit of a mystery element. I'll link to a description of the book down below so you can check that out. It does seem really interesting and I'm really excited to read this book, and I'll let you guys know when I read it what I think about it. The next book I'm going to be reading, I don't know if I mentioned it in a different video. I feel like I have, but I don't even know what video it was. But that book is Red Sparrow by Jason Matthews. And I feel like I have talked about this. So I saw the movie trailer of this book on TV, and I thought to myself, I was like, wow, this seems really interesting. I feel like this is a book. So I looked it up, and lo and behold, it is a book. So I actually got the book from the library, but then I had to return it because obviously I didn't get to read it in the 3 weeks that they give you to read a book from the library. But and then I couldn't renew it because it's popular now because of the movie. So I just decided to get a copy from Target. So I picked this up. I got the cheapest copy. This is like the mass market paperback, and the movie edition of the book. So you can see there Jennifer Lawrence. So yeah, so this is kind of like a spy movie. So it's kind of like a spy book. I don't know that much about it, but if you guys seen the trailer, you know the gist of what it's about. But I'm really excited to read this book. It is adult, which is one of the reasons I'm really excited about it. And two, it seemed really interesting from the trailer, so I'm super excited to get to this. And I really do hope it lives up to what my expectations that I set upon myself, because I actually haven't seen any reviews for the book or anything like that, or any thoughts about it. I think I did see the Goodreads rating, and I believe it was really good. So yeah, so hopefully I enjoyed this book. Oh, before I forget, I am going to be continuing on with Zenith by Sasha Ellsberg and Lindsay Cummings. I did start this in March, but I started it like the last week of March, so I didn't get far into it. I'm on page 174. Hopefully I continue reading it. I'll tell you a little bit of what I'm thinking. So the main thing that's bothering me about this book is the fact that it goes back and forth between the present and the future. What? It goes back and forth from the present and the past. There's a lot of flashbacks. Like pretty much every other chapter is a flashback. And that's one thing that's really bothering me about the book so far. I'll let you guys know later on when I get further into the book, and if I hopefully finish it, I'll let you guys know all my thoughts on Zenith. As well as I started this book. I'm just gonna put it up. I started As All This Time by Liz Broswell. The last day in March. So March, whatever the last day in March was, 31st, I don't know. I'm filming this on April 1st. So I am currently halfway into the book. I'm on page 246. And obviously, since today is April 1st, I'm gonna be continuing on with this book today, and hopefully I'll get a good chunk of it done. I was hoping to finish it by like the end of today, but I don't know if that's gonna happen because it's already 3 p.m. where I'm at, so there's that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. This also has a bit of going back and forth between the present and the past, but I don't mind it as much in this book as I do in Zenith. But if you guys don't know, this is a twisted tale story of Beauty and the Beast, where this is what if Bill's mother cursed the beast. So yeah, that's the main that's a twist, and what they changed about the book. It's really good so far. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really having fun reading it. Also, there's other books in this series. The first book being A Whole New World, Aladdin. The twist was what if Aladdin never found the lamp. Book 2 is Once Upon a Dream, what if Aurora never woke up, in this third book. And going off of this, I'm gonna go to my next book on my TBR. And my next book on my TBR is, I'm gonna put a picture here because I don't have the book. It is Reflection, and that book is by Elizabeth Lim. So they got another author. Oh, actually, I can show you because there's the first 2 chapters of Reflection is in this book. So that's the cover. I'll still put a cover here, but that's the cover. And in this Twisted Tale book, it is what if Mulan had to travel to the underworld, and it sounds so good. It's basically Shang gets hurt and she has to travel to the underworld to save him, but she's still undercover as Ping. So that should be really interesting. I'm really excited to read that. That book has already come out. It came out the last Tuesday in March. So I'm pretty sure I put a hold on it from the library. So hopefully I'll get it in the next couple months. Probably in like June, because the library has been kind of slow in yeah, they've been kind of slow in doing holds for new releases. So the next book on my list that I'm hoping on reading is An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. So this being really hyped up on BookTube. I don't know too much about it, but or actually I did know a lot about it, and then since this book came out a while ago, I kind of don't remember much, and it's been on my shelf for a while. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to read this. I have the paperback edition because I like how floppy it is. I'm so weird. But yeah, I'm excited to read An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. The next book on my TBR is Dividing Eden by Joelle Sharpening. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Let me know in the comments how you pronounce that, because I don't know. But yeah, this is a book about twins, once a boy, once a girl, and it's something like that they have to like decide. They both want the crown, but they have to decide which path they're gonna take to get to the crown, and there's a light path and a dark path, something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I think I'll read to you what it says in the back so you can get a little bit of what this book's about, because I read the synopsis a while ago and my mind. Ever since I took my oath and began my duties as a seer of Eden, there is one vision that appears to me. When the stars are at their brightest, I see 2 paths stretching from Eden's orb. At the end of both paths is a crown. One path is covered in darkness, the other path in light. You must follow the ancient law of Eden, as your oath commands of you. Only then can you be certain we have followed the light. So yeah, I believe that's the first thing I read about this, and I was like, that sounds so good. And then I read the synopsis and I was like, what? I know there's some sort of monster involved, and I was like, what? But yeah, this sounds really interesting, and I'm really excited. This has gotten, I think, mixed reviews, so I'm excited to see what I think about this book. You guys haven't noticed, I'm really bad at synopsis. So the next books on this list is 2 books are being released in May, and I'm super excited for both. The first book I'm gonna talk about is Allied by Amy Tintera. I'll put a picture here. So basically, this is the last book in the Ruined trilogy. I absolutely love the first book, the first 2 books in the trilogy, Ruined and Avenged. So good. Book is about, the first book, Ruined, is about this world where there are the ruined people who, their people are being hunted down and their kingdom has been destroyed. So this is the story of Emelina, who is the princess of, one of the princesses of the ruined people, and her parents have been killed, her sister has been captured, and what she wants to do is she wants to get her sister back and take down her enemies. So basically what she decides to do is to take them down from within. So this happens in like the first chapter, so it's not spoilers. She basically, it's a trap for the princess who's actually on her way to marry the prince of Lyra? I think it's Lyra. And she goes undercover as this girl so she could infiltrate them from inside and take them from inside and find out where her sister is. It's a really interesting story. It starts with action and ends with action, just an action-packed filled book, and there's a little bit of romance thrown in there, so that's nice as well. If you guys want to check out my reviews for both Ruined and Avenged, I'm gonna link them down below. I have spoiler-free reviews for both and reviews with spoilers for both, so you can check those out and get my thoughts on those books and a little bit more about what they're about, because again, like I said, I'm so bad at giving synopsis. Okay. And the last book that I'm planning on reading is coming out in March. It's the last book in the Red Queen series, and that is War Storm by Victoria Aveyard. I'm so excited to read this final book. I can't wait to see how the story wraps up and where all the characters are going to be in the end. So to give you a little bit of what Red Queen is about, which is this book right here, Red Queen. So in this world, people are separated by their blood. There are the reds and the silvers. The silvers are the people, the people who are higher up, the like royalty, and the silvers actually have magical abilities. Mare Barrow, our main character, she's a red, and the reds basically work for the silvers. So yeah, so they're like the lower people, the common folk, I guess, and they work for the silvers. But one day, Mare finds herself in front of the king, and she realizes that she has magical abilities as well. But she shouldn't, because she's a red, and that's when things start to get out of hand and things start to really like go from there. So that's what Red Queen is about. This is a really good series. I've really enjoyed it so far. So the first book is Red Queen, second book Glad Sword, third book King's Cage. For all of these books, I have reviews up on my blog, waitwhat2016.com. So I'll link those down below so you can check those out. I have, for all 3 books, I have a spoiler-free review and a review with spoilers, so you can check those out and get all my thoughts on all 3 books in this series. I'm so excited to read the final book. I really can't wait to see like what happens and how crazy the villain gets in this book, because the villain's kind of a spoiler, so I'm not gonna tell you who the villain is. But yeah, I can't wait. So yeah, that's all the books that I'm planning on reading the next 3 months, and I'm so excited about all of them. Like seriously, I'm so excited. Yeah, so like always, all of our social media links will be linked down below, so you could follow us on those and get like little sneak peeks at what we're reading and what we're doing. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to become a member of our little family here in Tangled Books, as well as let me know down below if you read any of the books I've mentioned in this video and your thoughts about them. No spoilers though. Yeah, so I'll catch you guys next time here on Tangled Books. Bye.